So, hello, thank you for joining me today. My name is Elias Munshya, and I'm coming live to you from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Today, I think we do have quite a lot of things to deal with, but I just want to make sure that our picture quality is good. You know, I'm still working on picture quality. Imagine several years of working and doing this live thing, we still have struggles with picture. So please let me know if picture is okay, and then we'll get started. And I'll let you try to spread the word around and so that we can get as many people as possible. Okay, picture is very important, and so we cannot ignore it and say that no, we'll just make it work. So let me see whether we have good picture here, and if we do, that will be good. All right. Well, it really looks good. I don't think there are any issues with picture there. Anyway, today we are going to we have several things that we must talk about, and so I have given you the link that you can press for you to be live and talk to me. Okay. Now, this is the first time ever in my vlogging and blogging and coming to you on live that we had to do several blocking, blocking some people that are saying irrelevant things. For example, I blocked someone for saying that I look at Ndemoneganga Gagote. So I thought, like, no, this is too bad, you know. Because because every saba pangire nombango leva shoba to lemoneka ngagagote nishi you are not fair. So I blocked that person. Imagine, I'm going to block this person. Okay, but anyway, I blocked several people. This is the first time in history, okay, that I've blocked so many people. But I don't want to, because I want to earn your trust and I want to have this conversation. Blocking people anyhow is not a good practice. I don't like it. I've personally been blocked by several people. But anyway, we are going to see how we're going to do this. So Bowman Lusambo, I call him Dr. Bowman Lusambo because a person must be addressed by the way he wants, right? So he says he's Dr. Bowman Lusambo. He has an honorary doctorate degree from some university. And so I address him as Dr. Bowman Lusambo. He was on TV and he said some things in Bemba. You see, this is one of the things. If Bowman Lusambo is one of the most dangerous PF operatives right now, okay? I need not to kid you. For those in the opposition and they want to, deliver a good message to the people of Zambia, to the voters of Zambia, pay attention to Bowman. Don't ignore him. I've seen several that are saying, no, Bowman is just useless, he's nothing, and everything he's saying is just a lie. And no, he's a very dangerous political operative. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I'm from Chiwempala, and I do understand people who think like Bowman Lusambo. You see? So in that video, he was lying quite all right, but he was saying some things that can easily sway and convince a person who is unsuspecting, right? Because instead of talking about corruption and how corrupt the Patriotic Front government is, Bowman changes it and flips it and says that the one who is corrupt is actually HH. You see? And so how do you deal with that person? You abandon your English. Do not use English against Bowman Lusambo. How do you do it? You use Bemba and Lamba, the languages that he speaks, because it is that common street politics that are going to determine who wins next year. Okay, so it's not the intellectual that is going to determine a winner next year. Forget it. It's not the intellectual. The intellectual indeed is very important. It's very necessary, and you need to target them. But the winners here are going to be Copperbelt and Lusaka, people in the compounds. They are the ones that are going to determine the winner next year. And so you tailor the message both to the intellectuals and to the people on the street, to the people in the compounds, to the people in Chiwempala. you tailor your language around that. For example, this guy Bowman is saying that it's HH who was stolen or is the corrupt one. You need to change that and say that no, it's not HH. It's actually this government. They are the ones that are stealing. They are the ones that are doing all sorts of evil against the people of Zambia. That is what is needed to be done. Okay, and so for those that are saying that he is nothing, he's a nothing, he's not. He's not. He's not a nothing. He's not a nothing. So you need to work around that. You know, you need to rebut him and rebut him. You rebut him and you sort him out. If you don't sort him out, it's that kind of politics that are going to be on the street. What do you think? Okay. What do you think about Dr. Bowman? That is what is happening. Okay. Now, Bowman Lusambo issue aside, let us look at Nevas Mumba. We have done several postings about Nevas Mumba, and the response has been very lethal. Okay. And the reason why several people have been responding is because, well, they just don't like the opposition. They just don't like Nevas Mumba as a person. So the people of Zambia may not like him. There is no requirement that you should like anyone, actually. You know, it ends there. So you just say, okay, you don't care for him, and even if you went to Congo and got arrested there and confusion happened, you won't care. Okay, it's okay to feel that way. So individual Zambians have their liberty. You have that liberty. So ngata mwamutemwa Nevas Mumba kulanda fe ati uyu muntu tamwamutemwa ngata mwamutemwa Edgar Lungu kulanda fe ati uyu muntu jamutemwa ati nishta wamutemino Edgar Lungu ati ubutari. You give the reason that why don't you like Edgar Lungu ati mkwa inshamutemwa pantu mutari. Nangwa nishta wamutemino againde ichile mati inshamutemwa pantu ifa mwaneka fe pamenso. Yes, you have the liberty to do whatever you want to do, okay? That is acceptable. However, personal opinion is different from what the state is obligated to do. Very important. There is a difference between your personal feelings and the actions of the Zambian state. Very, very important. You need to create distinctions between personal preferences and the obligations that the government of the Republic of Zambia has towards its citizens. Those obligations are not subject to how you feel about the person. They are subject to the interest of the country first, the citizens of our republic first. You act not on the basis of your own personal subjective feelings, but you act on the basis of what is in the best interest of your country. Therefore, it does not matter that Dr. Nevas Mumba just went to gallivant in a foreign country and he had no reason to be there. It does not matter that he went there and perhaps committed a crime, because in Congo, anything can be a crime, okay? It does not matter. The government is obligated to provide consular support to its citizen who gets in trouble in a foreign country. That is just common sense. Even people that are guilty of a crime in a foreign country, they are supposed to receive what is known as consular support from their government. So it therefore is very surprising, okay, that from Dr. Nevas Mumba's own mouth, he said, okay, when he just landed on Zambian soil, that the government of the Republic of Zambia never intervened with the Congolese authorities when Nevas Mumba was being harassed either in Kolwezi or in Lubumbashi. They did not say anything. Now, when we say this, we are not saying that Nevas Mumba did the right thing or the correct thing, or he was justified in going to Congo, or he shouldn't have gone to Congo. What we are looking at are the actions of our government, the actions of the Republic of Zambia, the government. that when a citizen anywhere around the world is in trouble, you are supposed to go and help them. Now, of course, there is also another dimension to this: national security, issues of national security. Nevas Mumba, okay? Nevas Mumba, his life, his actions, and everything else are a matter of national security in Zambia. The reason is that he served as Zambia's vice president. Therefore, even if you don't like him, because he served as Zambia's vice president, his life is a matter of national security. It's common sense. Therefore, there is the issue of him being a citizen and requiring consular support, but there is also the issue of the fact that he's a former vice president. Therefore, his actions, they trigger national security concerns. That's why our government should have intervened. Now, we are not saying that they should have done anything huge or big. They should have issued a very clear statement to the Congolese authority to say, you see, what you are supposed to do as a government is to first of all trust your citizen. Congo, if we trust this Nevas Mumba, even if you don't like him, he's an opposition leader. Congo, we trust our Nevas Mumba. This man was vice president of our country. Therefore, we need an explanation why you are holding him, and you shouldn't be holding him. That is what a government must do. Because you see, the Congolese, once they arrest Nevas Mumba or they restrict Nevas Mumba and they hear nothing from the government of the Republic of Zambia, you know what they will do? You know what they will do next time? They'll get Edgar Lungu. Ero Edgar Lungu mukutandala always nangu kukipush. Nangu kumbuji mae. Aya mukutandala baikata. At why have they arrested him? Because there was a president somewhere when Nevas Mumba visited. This government did not show Bukaka. Nevas Mumba baikata tiyo mkwa ichitifye gwino. Tachiti gwino yo. If you are government of the Republic of Zambia, you protect citizens, you protect national security assets, such as Dr. Nevas Mumba. It's common sense. So he shouldn't have gone there. What was the explanation? What was he doing in Congo? And everything else is secondary. The first thing is, as a government, go to defend your citizen. Even Akachalwa Kanono, Malawi, I said it the other day, Malawi, a very small country, Malawi is so small, extremely small, Kanono, a very small country. When Bushiri, Malawi citizen Bushiri, escaped from South Africa, Malawi, the first instinct that Malawans had was to do what? To protect their citizen. It's true, Bushiri will be extradited to South Africa. But the first instinct of a government is to protect its citizen. That's very important. The later stage. That's what should be done. Even Malawi can beat the government of the Republic of Zambia to do things. Zambia, with 17 million people, copper and gold and uranium. So this is why we are saying that the government should have intervened immediately. They shouldn't even have waited for hours or minutes. First of all, we are studying the situation. There is no studying the situation. Once your former vice president is arrested, you issue a very strong statement. That you can't do this in the Congolese. You can't restrict our vice president. Ngale mwamuchita defend. Elo ngali lufianya, elo nomba mwatuma consular support ati, nomba Nevas Mumba, adelo ndorora chajani. Elo mwamustoka ati, you are our vice president. You are important to our country, to the security of our country. Ifine fitabachita. But nishna muchitakale, namu muchitakale defend. That is how you deal with these matters. Nomba kanshi, ukuba father of the nation or president of Zambia, nifinish. Pula mfafia manone, mfafia manone mwe kaba lungu, you know, ama soja wakapokola walesa liutane ntepe. Alone. That's why when he posted that love your neighbors yourself, I went there and I asked, Mr. President, does this include Nevas Mumba? Bantu, if you say that love your neighbors yourself, you need to intervene there in Kolwezi or in Lubumbashi. You need to intervene. How can a neighboring country be, you know, chiveresh? Chibereshi. Now you try in Zambia to arrest a former vice president of Zimbabwe. Let's just say there's a former vice president of Zimbabwe, Isam Zambia, and then you arrest them. You see what Zimbabwe will do. Zimbabwe will not even waste time. Baka misoka. I don't do this again. Or a vice president of Malawi. You see what they will do. That's why when Rwanda, some of you have very short memories. In Rwanda, there was a gentleman called Rwanda who implicated Edgar Lungu in the rebel things in Rwanda. You know what we said? We defended Edgar Lungu. Why did we defend Edgar Lungu? Why did we defend President Chagwa? Why did we defend him? We defended him because any person mentioning the president in Rwanda triggers national security concerns. If we can't be agreeing with that madman in Rwanda, Tio, Edgar Lungu was involved in Rwanda's rebels. No. Even if Edgar Lungu might be involved, I don't know. You know, he may be involved because because nations are complex. Leadership is very complex. Now, I don't know. Maybe it was, but as a matter of reaction, you always defend the integrity of your country. That is what it means to defend the integrity of your country. You're defending the integrity of the country. It is to defend national assets so that that's it. Why should Congo former vice president and the Zambian government is in Dui? No, it's Tafitulolesha because he's an opposition leader. They'll start with Mumba, and before you know it, they'll get a copper belt or northwestern province at Yabo, Bajanda. Why are they doing that? Because you did not do anything. As the yeah, I'm wondering as the people. Okay, I think the video is becoming too bad. I may have to stop this and then restart again because we must get this right. Okay, so I am going to put a short stop to this, and then I'm going to restart again. Okay, give me a break, a short break, so that we correct the video. Very important. We need to correct this video because you know, we shouldn't put it Hello. It appears like testing 1 2. Thank you. Thank you for thank you for bearing with me. Now I think we are back. I think the network should be better now. I think the network should be better now. So yeah, the network should be better now. So where were we? Okay, so we are still on Congo and Dr. Nevas Mumba. So he got it from Masala Market. I don't know what that comment is all about. Yes, sir, since you are from Chuempala, you know very well how dangerous Lusambo is. He's a thug and a threat. Yes, bulldozer is a threat, and I think they need to pay attention. Basically, I think the opposition need to pay attention to ignoring him. The mugshot, is that a former client? No, that's my cousin. The mugshot in the background there, that's my cousin. Her name is Jitika. That's my cousin, Jitika. So I have it in my office because I like having it. Okay, so it's a mock mugshot. It's not like a person they were doing a project at school and then whatever. Okay. Naluchana Jemba Miambo, very intelligent. Did you watch the video he's talking about? Okay. You mentioned me saying it was my Muntu. I can never be Chana, not even at gunpoint. Oh, okay. Somebody is discussing something else. Anyone who doesn't understand the fact that agenda in Congo is secondary, simply doubt. You can't detain a former vice president of a country. Yes, you can't just detain a former vice president. Yeah. James, you're wasting my bundles. You're supporters of everything. Okay. Who are you talking to, James Chongo? That you are saying, sir, about president can't happen in Zambia. Opposition are always enemies. Yeah, this is serious. Network is bad. I think it's better. Is it better now? What do you think? Can somebody please give me feedback? Is the network better now? The video is very poor. Okay, I've tried to improve it. Has it worked? Yeah, picture is back now, so that's good. You must have mental problem. Why follow what's not making sense for you? Is wasting. Come up. Okay, I see. All right. So now it's fine. Yes, we are now back. So please share with as many people as possible. So I was talking about Nevas Mumba. And that's what is supposed to happen. We shouldn't have a situation where a former vice president is detained by a foreign country and we are okay with it and say that no, it's fine. No, it's not fine. Okay, it's never fine. All right. It's never fine, and so that is what we need to work on. Okay, so we started with Bowman Lusambo, and my advice is don't ignore him. Okay, don't ignore him. Go after him. Go after him in Bemba, go after him. In fact, go after the people in Bemba or Tonga or Nyanja. Speak to the people in their local language. That is what is going to make a difference. And in fact, Lusaka and Copperbelt are the two provinces that are going to determine and pick the winner of next year's elections. And so go and talk to the people in the language that they understand. All this thing of trying to rebut Bowman Lusambo through using very, very eloquent English is not going to work. As far as my political affiliation is concerned, the only thing I know is that I don't like the Patriotic Front. They are thieves. They've stolen a lot. They've stolen, like the Patriotic Front has stolen a lot. If I can be allowed to say this, they've stolen billions of dollars. They have. They're still stealing. And so I cannot in good faith support the Patriotic Front. So I don't support the Patriotic Front. But I don't know which other political party. I'm not affiliated with any other political party, right? So what I know is the Patriotic Front should be removed. As far as affiliation with any political party, not yet. But I think I have an idea of the main opposition leader and what he's saying. I think it's making a lot of sense. Very, very important. So that's why the Patriotic Front must be removed. Okay. Yeah, they must be removed. And so that is it briefly. Now, in terms of the economy, today the President Edgar Lungu has launched what is known as the Economic Recovery Plan. And it's all nonsense. Basically, it's all nonsense. The president has repeated the same things that he's been saying since 2015. Everything is just the same. There is no difference. The president has not said anything new in what he delivered today. It's the same speech. As a matter of fact, you can take the speech from 2015 and put it alongside this current speech. It is all the same. What was he talking about? He was saying that they were going to control the debt situation. That's what they always say. They say, no, we are going to control the debt situation, the Kaloba situation, so that we put it under manageable conditions. That's what they always say. He's been saying this 2015. What happened in 2015 to debt? They accumulated $10 billion more in debt. You see? So do not judge Edgar Lungu by what he says. Judge him by what he does. Those are the things that you're going to use to judge him. So from 2015 to the present, he has borrowed $10 billion. And so when he says that yo nalale koko kongola bufi bantu emo badira munkongole shachalo, you see, kanshi bufi. What I'm noticing is that Edgar Lungu has really tried very hard. Nomba amano na ya pela, amano na maka fiapela. You see, fiapela, there is nothing new that you can bring to the people of Zambia. Kaingenisha amano na maka na pela. You see, Chimono muntu alebutoka, because I ran, I did 11 cases yesterday. So in the house, while in quarantine, from one Chibumba to another, just like that, 10 kilometers, very interesting. So if you can't do a marathon, Gawasafika 21, as I can go as far as just 21 or 22 or 23 kilometers. Okay, I'm still training to go beyond it. Number, if you try to say that you are going to run 30 kilometers or 40 kilometers, when you can only run 21 or 22 kilometers, you are going to crash. They run on your behalf or something like that. So by Edgar Lungu, I think he had very nice intentions. He has excellent ideas, but he can't implement any plan. Very important. President Edgar Lungu and his government cannot implement any plan. They can't implement. They can't follow through any plan. So he says that they're now going to manage this debt. Something that he's been saying for the past 5 years. Yonse, go and look at his economic speeches. We want to manage debt. We want to manage debt. But they are writing letters to China to Congo Mpia Shimbi. Pant muri kaloba emobadira. Te kaloba yakubatiri yafuirisha nechalo. Ni kaloba yakubati nga yaisa kaloba ilia badia baiba. Efirechitika. So all these things barera that nomba bala disciplined towards Kaloba now. Fiabufi. He has noticed that he's in trouble. He's trying to attract IMF. Bantu ishimpiesha ku China. First of all, bali kongwela ma Eurobonds bafiru okulipira. Elo baya ku China. Bakongola ku China. Bafiru okulipira. Elo nomba bale zemba ikaba IMF. Bali abatukire International Monetary Fund. Bali batuka and World Bank. Balungu abene. You can go and find the things. Bali tuka. Ukutuka ba IMF atikabiye nyuko kwine. Nomba bambo kula bazembereka. Nomba muku bazembereka nomba eututuma economic speeches vale pangoto wabufi. The gentleman is very good at speaking. Alabalalanda wino ansonga balelanda sweet talker pakutuwa mwone nasango omuntu. Walungu nga balelanda uyu ishu alela ndefi efi ntu ifi. Kanshi bufi. That is the problem that this country is facing right now. Ngamwali kwisa 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020 elo nomba mulanda ati yo mkwaitu wala kontolo lenkongole nakaloba efiliale mieba HH efilia onse barelanda every economist uwa mano mzambia ale mieba ishinkongole ikaloba mwaya mukukongola. It's not going to help our country tachat katwafuirishe yo chikona ule chalo efyo kanshi chiri ngachakutira kaloba yali yakwafuirishe chalo ngatulechula muri uyo musango imiti mufipatala tamuli bunda bwabukule atukuna abakula no balekula fyefintu ama bed tamuli ama blankets tamuli imiti tamuli ba doctor tamuli na ba nurse tamuli na ba cleaner takoli. So nomba mwali mwakongola kaloba elo mwaya kuisa kubukule mwakula fintu mwaibapo, you know, enecho mulekulira nicho mulefu okwiba pantu mwali basani ndalama muli infrastructure enecho mule kongwela kuiba efyo mbetiro kuba niba kongola tuibe bakongola baiba and yet the infrastructure taide yafuirije chalo ko ya pantanshi pantu nombe firefi nefima building bakulire nomba ngatamuli imiti ngatamuli banasi ngatamuli ba doctor ninshini banani bakengira mu muri tapari so nomba fika tampo kutoba ika noko naika necha lengo kuba tifitoba ike noko naika nicho tamukwete ndalama yo indalama mwaliba mwabeperekesha mufia kukula kanshi napa shirefu waiko kukula mwaya kula po nama universities zayo Zambia tairefu waya mwakongola you are building universities. Elo nombelelo mwise mulanda at economic recovery plan iyo mkwai. This is not an economic recovery plan. It's not. It's never been. Bale zembele kaba IMF kwa ba IMF nomba wachitashani babuwere bese babapere kaloba na imbi efilipo nomba kuteka kwa msango shanu kwa kwebati tauleteka bwino tawishipe bwino efile chitika IMF yali bepuishe lekeni miebe. The question that made Lungu to be frustrated with the IMF was one simple question. Ngolefo ko bati tukupele mpia na shimbi ife as IMF tukukongweshe tukwerere kuno tukongole tumotumo ngale londolola how much debt kaloba you have accumulated. They asked the Minister of Finance tuwebe abama Chinese abeshimpia mwa kongola ku China nishinga epo bafulirwa po pene okobata IMF kuti muletu ipusha shani muletu kongwesha afya ifwe IMF yebele no bane londololene nishinga mwa kongola ngale first wishibe the size of your debt ikaloba filafine fichitika mayanda yesu ngatoa kongola kaloba fichitika na kuchalo lunda fichitika na kuchalo. So nomba bafuayo kweba China tiyo China tuerere kwenkongole China nayo yakana ayiti yo mukalipira abasungu ababa kongwere kama Eurobonds nabo bebereshani mukalipira nombe chashala kokula beperekisha muri economic recovery plan iyabo fi. Okay, what is the second thing? We are going to manage our debt situation. Secondly, twalaya kuma maini elo nomba tubachuchunganye sana ama mining companies bakwetu bufi necho ndelandira ati bufi nicho bali bepera ati bapoka KCM ati balalipira ama-contractors ku Chingola ama-contractors balipira kofe banono today ama-contractors abengi ku KCM taba balipira iyo ku Chingola oko nafuma ku Chiwempala taba balipira kainge abalandira ati yo mkwai imaini bapoka pako bati nomba bapange olupia tabale panga olupia luleya kuli miringo olya miringo olya owa kuchingola miringo wakulusaka kwena ero wayasenda maini kuchingola impia shireya kuli miringo ero nomba miringo apela ba patriotic front olupia efire chitika tashireya ku bantu iyo CEC company iyabena Zambia CEC company iyabena Zambia each supply amalight ku KCM they are owing $140 million. KCM is owing $140 million. Ine KCM yaba miringo it's owing CEC $140 million. Lelo balungu balanda no they are going to go and control situation irechit kama mines dionse eri mwali kui 2015, 2016, 2017 bali kwe lero balanda ati nomba era bani economic recovery plan at nomba bakengira mu mine yonse bakapokolole bonsa bakwataya ma mine ero nomba wakati seshani bena bakale bomba nga bakabomba shani miringo ale bomba shani KCM fyonse ama assets ya KCM bali ba fyonse bali sampuisha Incongole CEC tabalipira ama suppliers tabalipira fyonse it's all in confusion echondela ndiloko batapali economic recovery plan apa yo bufi balungu balebepa atikuli economic recovery plan tapali plan apa diversification efe balandire finga fitatu balandire incongole kaloba barale koko kongola ati bafikontrole bwino bufi ati mumaini bala ingira monomba ain ati bengire monomba bweshe file CCM yali efe babweshe fefe ne tuwakene mu 1991 efe balefo okubwesha mwamona ngata uko ite plana mano ya perera kwamba kokulagwekeramo kufyakale file fishe abombere efe wambo okubwekeramo okweba tufichite na kaire efe balefo okuchita okay KCM elomba diversification mwebo from the very beginning lyonse elwimbo tuimba Zambia diversification nga mwabula speech yako akaunda mu 1963 na 1964 efualela ndapo elwimbo alemba diversification na babene balungu na babene diversification balanda nomba I think amano na ya perela ain ama plan ya fula nomba umichitiro okuchitefintu tapali efe balechita so kansha kaka speech aka tapali filimo iyo na imomwebe na Zambia muisumi noko watu bakateka na bapela speech tapali efe babepele speech balebe pafi balefu afyo ko watu bachiseshani bachitelo ba MF babaletero ko watu bakongole mpia na shimbi bakashibomfye next year kuma elections epera tapali plan apa iyo nango pali plan bali fe tabakonkana plan iyo bapanga na budget speech ya ba minister baberenga bala iposa minister ngaberenga fe speech bachitashani baibula ile speech ba posa bamba fyo kula chitefiri kuisa ifiri bale chipante pante epera echo tuingirire muri situation yako bati Nkongole just last month or is it 2 months ago balandira at bala Kongola $2 billion okupanga rail line between Serenje and Petauke nomba munje beko mweba nande $2 billion balaya for yoko Kongola banshike another rail line between Petauke and Serenje iyo rail line ifinshi yakulachita $2 billion na abafiru okuteka epela amano na yapere shirerando ko bati tababombere echo ndera ndachako bati bako bati Zambia nomba ichirepo inonke ko bafumi hapo pantu amano yaperera maka yapwa omuntu amaka nga yapwa awe techa butuke marathon ko mufumi hapo ain mwaleta ko bambi nabo baisa esha ko poko batwale chalo pantanshi ifire chitika kuli balungu amano na maka fyapwa fyaperera teti mubapatikisha ati yo mkwai balungu aleni koseni po vyawe kwena mwandi nala nababomba amakana amano fyapwa fyaperera echishere konomba kula sabaira fye okukwina okwati ku economic recovery plan namenshi ayakunwa they branded it spending more money efyo kanshe aba eurobonds bachita because bamano sana you see if impapushako kuno kubasungu ini you know if impapushako sana kuno kubasungu ndevo mfya hand sanitize kange ndi mu quarantine if impapushako sana kuno kubasungu fyako bati nakanono fye kalaba ni big issue kuno mwe so for example ngarakutila iwe ulechula ichalo olera ati nachipie chalo aini tamkwete mpia nama eurobonds that mulipire namupia kuno balatamba okwipisha nomba impia shako chita brand amenshi panto when you are branding amenshi yako no abantu kuli yako ina ku meeting you are spending more money so nomba ababa sungu balamba okwipisha bebere aleni bane mulefu ati tumipere ko kalusangu kanono nomba tumipere olupia mukaye mukuchita brand amenshi it was not enough ya ina amenshi vatra nangu ni manzi nangu ni shaniri amenshi it's not enough kano mwebe ni mwachita brand mwavika puati economic recovery plan you are spending more money echo abasungu balore chef ba IMF barera ndatawe imwe you are mismanagers ubwafya bulipo palika mismanagement ukukupyete kupyafya iyo okay nomba ifire chitika fyako bati ama sungu efe baremo naini efe baremo noko afuirisha barefo ko afuirisha nomba naba munapo ka mismanagement kamo nakambi ka mismanagement nyaka you see ichalo chilafwa ka cash flow ni mukwe bati na mkwate mpiesha ko bati nangfinika business inda chitaranga business akanono so every business kwali bako ka cash flow issue akako bati ufure wakwata kwa mpia mu bank ishako bati pama wanthendi ngayaisa walipira ama workers fira nayo waifolesha ko walipira ama bills fira finisha an internet walipira rent walipira you know fiance it's known as cash flow very important nomba Zambia cash flow natupia such that na cash flow tatukwete ero nomba twaya kuma Chinese bakana twaya kuma eurobonds bakana nomba tuleze mbereka ama IMF nomba IMF efyo ile ipisha fyako bati murenda ati chalo nachipia lelo tulemona cash because balamona bebere kateka wenu na kwata sana olupia privately mwitumba lyakwe lungu mwitumba lyakwa lungu na kwata sana mpia so vale ipusha vale chisawamu na bebere tafile panga sensi fifia kwa bati chalo nachipia but kateka na kwata olupia olwingi what is happening nifia fini tulanda ubwafya bwako bati ala tapali na big problem hapa lekeni miebe ubwafya bwako bati chirempie shakalo baba kongwele balungu ebasunga privately eko shaya so nomba abasungu bale ipsha bebere tule umfwafya ma donations abasungu bale umfwafya ma donations every day the Edgar Lungu Presidential Empowerment Fund ala ire pela ire fokoto la pofye no shirefuaya bale mufokotwera bapera Lusambo ali kuchoma ale fokoto la pofye apera nomba if the country is broke kateka ale funya kuise mpia sha Presidential Empowerment Fund munje if our nation is broke tatukwete cash flow tapali impia tulerwisha sha kuma toll gates it's a tax when the coffee you know I drove from Lusaka to Zambia, from Zambia to Copperbelt Chwempala, from Chwempala back to Lusaka and to Livingston ama toll gates 20 kwacha at every toll gate tulesha because the government is broke. But where to get the money all the time? Here is the question. If government is broke, how come Edgar Lungu has all this money? Common sense. How can the chief executive of our country privately have so much cash when our government is broke. Afumishe kwi ati yo mkwai kulifia ma well wishers bampere. Zambia, talk to me. Imamwe ma PF cadres muri banandi muri bantu bandi obuyite bwandi nibuka sesema n'okufunde ekyalo nomba mwema PF cadres banandi. You tell me. MP yasha Presidential Empowerment Fund shifumine kwi. Balungu is a full-time president. Bafumishe kwi. Ninani ubapere shiri endalama. Abantu fye abanabo ku Congo, ku Zimbabwe, ku America, baba tumi na fiatare Edgar Lungu tuate mwefyo wale paani. Akasaka kandalama aka eko bafumishe. Kuchue mpala bana market kuchue mpala ine bale nche banebo nilo naile kuchue mpala atina shimbishire isa bali batumi na koshimo from Presidential Empowerment Fund elo banje batina shimbi bale batwalira kumirenge nebo nali mwene ifikulu afimofi mwefyo bakulire Presidential Empowerment Fund ifumine kwi Oko Lusambo kudikuisa kuchifubu Lusambo ni kuisa Kabushi SDHH 100,000 from the Presidential Empowerment Fund shifumine kwi abasungu wa IMF balemona pantu balemona imumona kwatstaba mona na report na bakwata bwino. How can a broke treasury have a president with so much money? Pantu nenso nino mwenso iwe gateka tawakwata pantu ngachakutera waishwoko bati chalo chobe nachipia nokufisa kutu wafisa kwati yoli mbimfiseko nomba efire chitika mulwalala nimbo kutu wapela kwensambo ati yo mkwai bare fichitira ko mubumfiso lo pantu tafiwe emefe bare chita bare fisa nomba batabafisa Eurobonds tuwafirwa kulipira mailo ayo ama thousands yeka leka ikafi konse eno nomba lelo muise bulanda tini economic recovery plan. What sort of economic recovery plan IMF ilete kaloba na imbi muibe musende museshe wakerenka baseshe efe balefwa kuzembaika IMF oko elo nga baizembaika zembereka ama billion yengire lilale ingira fye muitumba lyakwa Edgar Lungu Presidential Empowerment Fund ubwafya bwama Presidential Empowerment Funds aya msango yako but they are corrupt mwamone chalo ngaraptiri chalo na chikwatolo pia chira chita channel in a wider way ain Minister of Finance ngana kwatolo pia kuti achita channel impia wino muma channels aya londoloka no manga kutira niweka teka weka ni woko etaka saka kandala mobo afya wako bati te tuchite channel impia muma channels aya tuntulu iyo wakula pela ikafye elo shirie mpia shaku pela ikafye tashika la iyo teti shikushe economy ya chalo teti efe kanje vyalo vivya pala Congo ngamwa ku Congo mwalasanga Moise Katumbi ni chinondo echipeshamano Kabila chinondo Chisekedi chinondo beka niba chinondo mwamana lelo shiri mpia tashaya mkwafuirisha abeka la chalo extremely poor efe chitika so ilio tule ipushoko bati Presidential Empowerment Fund yafuma kuisa nicho when the government has money it is not going to default. It is going to channel that money to services that are important in the country. Hiring teachers, hiring doctors, paying for medicines, and all these things that are beneficial to all the people. Nombawe, icho tule mona ni Presidential Empowerment Fund. Akasaka kandalama. It's private. Let me tell you. Ishimpia balungu bale kaika. It's private funds. Nimpia shabo fibeka paluabo balungu. Abo mu 2015, teine ndelanda ni Pilato alendo kwa watu walika pio wale kololo tuku kuchawama efyo Pilato alelanda teine Pilato Rogers mulu imbolo wakwe atiyo walifeka pio wali nchushinga ine in 2015 in 5 years Ulelanda na ukwate ekyuma ekyako bati ulefokotola pofye shafuma kwi. Ishwe endalama. Ero yuwo ulefokotola. Wafokotola. Lelo ekyalo leteeka. Bank of Zambia. Idi broke. Tamudi yulu pia mu Bank of Zambia. Tamudi. Ero nomba lelo mwise mtuwe ati economic recovery plan. Economic recovery plan kwi? This is not an economic recovery plan. It's not a plan. It's not economic. It's just a way to steal more. No kumoneka hambo sana. Mwebo. Tari humility ku imwena mumichitire ya muntu. If you are echita. Not if you are moneka. Kumonefyo omuntu walechita imichitire. Echikwanga bachimwena kumambalania. If yo muntu walechita. Not if you are moneka pamenso. Ati yo mgwaipa ntu ule moneka kwa nakali mwali ichefya sana. Kuichefya. Uwa kwa bati chalo is broke. Iwe na ukwata akasaka kandalama. Uleksa na haya ZAF Air Force planes. Uku tuwale shindalama. Everywhere. Ukawa tibaka kuvotere. Ule tuwale shindalama. Using ZAF Air Force planes. Private money. Ni shiniba neba kupela. Common sense yari rando kwa wati. Common sense and law. Yari rando kwa wati. Abantu tabapera fiendalama iyo. They are buying something out of you. It's corruption. Ifwe kuno. In Christmas season. Na watulembera. Court. Ya tulembera. Timu mwema lawyers. Muituma ama Christmas gifts. Kuma clerks. Fili ati yo Christmas. Takwa bechipirish chamsango yo kuno. Ati yo mkwai na ala watumina koka Christmas mane ya baba clerk wako court. Takwa ba. Nomba in Zambia kumfuwa ati yo mgwai kateka bamupera kwempia kubantu fya bamutemwa. What nonsense. Nangu meya ati yo mgwai meya na kwa to winga so bale mpera kufya olupia kubantu fya abalefu ita kwa to winga obusuma. And it's normal. You see, the confusion is that it's normal, At it's normal, at it's okay. Mayor, kuti pocket it up, mama thousands and all these companies, kuti vachite pan to winga wakwa mayor. And I'm not saying that no, he shouldn't. What I'm saying is that it's a culture. And it's a culture that is leading to this kind of predicament. Tetimseke ine sampati yo mgwa ini mayor fye. No. It's because ali mona. Kuri lungu. If watched. This is the kind of corrupt system your Patriotic Front of Apanga. I don't know, but we can refer to yom quite to Iralanda, Ponanga to Randa Mutsungo, qui, Nakulalanda, if you to Akulalondo, fine. And it's very simple. So, PF cadres, particularly PF Mulivantu Banandi, Emma questions in Mikwati require. Area shimikwatireko. Area shimikwatireko. Wise man, let Ariash. Wemo.
Kwa mabomba sana. Ang mga quarantine.
Mulipo?
Tulipo, boss, tulipo. Watch.
And it's not there. Okay, so Chidima Nasaki, even the water branding was nonsense. These people. Imagine, water branding, event, you are trying to rescue the economy. Ero nomba mwachana brand damage, water branding. Na ba IMF kobali, because obviously they sent representatives ukutamba kwa fio lungwa lelanda. Ukwisa mwana fie water branded. And he never mentioned the word corruption. Senior counsel, the photo of that woman on your left is distracting. It's distracting. Why? okufuuka kwati bale bafunda mwandikiresha erista ine nalanda niwe walanda ayi okufuuka kona kalimo okufuuka kwati nikana kisungu okufuuka kwati nikana kisungu nange wakafundwa nga wabasanga ati yo nkwai kwena nasanga omuntu kanshi this useless opposition we have, which is always against the church. Oh, the link. Nimi tumina link. Tamuimwene. You also want to use this economic as a campaign talk next year. He's also hoping that AMF will buy into this useless thing. Yeah. Wafi. Imwe, what excellent plan. Umuntu alituwebere that he had no vision. Aye. Kwena alituwebere. In 2017, they launched the SNDP, but nothing has come out of it. Yeah. Dion Sefio Balanda. Same plans, but they do nothing. Yeah. Yeah. It was serious. What of clearing loans to all civil servants? Clearing which loans? Which loans are they going to clear? Yeah. Some fool said I will vote for PF because they haven't done me wrong. Of course. Now, the issue is not to say that this person who thinks like this is nonsense. It is to convince them. Pantu. If you bare mwena gona kali mo PF ilife bueno. Nisha tapali ule balondo lwera bueno. Nanga tulelondolola mucho songo. Muchingerezi. Epera. So tabale umfwa. The longer wabe bati nga mwayako clinic umuti takuli. Panado takuli. Company iachite supply Panado. Ni company yaba lungu nangu. Gate company yabo ni company ya muntu aba closely associated with balungu. Iachite supply Panado. Iabola Panado kubola. Honeybee. Company yabo fee. Company yoba pangiri foko bachite shani bebe. That's what happened. Honeybee. So number tonso tuma contract ni tunefeto akobati tuma contracts to abo fito nikateka tumino tubantu achita plan to kampenga. Ero number wachita contribute to the Presidential Empowerment Fund. Presidential Empowerment Fund tenda lama esho number bare pera na kuchecha na kuyusi it na kwenda na baba kaika. Presidential Empowerment Fund. Yapsa na kona idea kwa chiluba. Iya kwa chiluba, it was a public/fund. Nimpiesho parliament ya chitrea sign kuli chiluba. In this case, nimpia fesha kwa lungu mwine privately. Icho tule ipusha chako bati. The president has no private capacity. Takwa private capacity kuli lungu. No. He's an official president and head of state every time. Ngabale diaba lungu ni waka teka. Ngabani nendeke ni waka teka. Ngabaika la pa throne. Niwakateka. Fiance febachita niwakateka. Nomba. Where has he gotten all this money? But webeko. The mining thing backfired because it actually stopped would-be investors. Yeah. Very perfect. And so he's going to go back to the Kaunda model. Hey boy, everybody. Boza, Watama. Okay. Jerome Kanika. Lete Niriash. Economic recovery plan. Let's push on.
I think I still have a problem with the economic recovery plan. And it's not the only plan that we have done. We had in 2017, we had about the national development, whatever plan.
Jerome. I think we have an echo somewhere about Jerome. So I'm wondering why we have that. Yeah, there is an echo. I don't know why. Okay, Jerome, there is an echo. Is it you or it's me?
Maybe I'm not on my side. Maybe I'm suspecting the internet is giving some.
Jerome, there is an echo. Is it you or it's me?
It's you, not on my side. Maybe I'm suspecting the internet is giving some.
I don't know if it's you or it's me.
It's you, not on my side. Maybe I'm suspecting the internet is giving some.
I don't know if it's you or it's me. Okay, I think I've resolved it.
Oh, okay. So what I'm trying to say is we developed the 7th National Development Plan. Then we had the Zambian Plus Plan.
Yeah.
Then we are also have this new one. Now the problem is it's on the implementation part. Hello, are you getting me? Yeah, it's
I'm
on the
getting you.
implementation part. That's why we have a big problem.
Yeah.
Are you getting me?
Yes, yes, I am. I'm
So
getting
what
you.
I'm saying is on the implementation part, that's why I have a problem. When you check the plan which was launched today, it has good things. When you check the 7th National Development Plan, it had good things. When you check the Zambia Plus Plan, it had a good things. But all these plans, they are not implemented according to what is written. So meaning that we may have as many good plans as possible, but if the implementation is not okay, then it will be doing things like we don't have any plan. So here on the part we are having a problem is on the implementation party.
Yeah.
You see, and this implementation part is where now the civil servants and also the politicians, they need to implement and work out things together. But now implementation is nothing, it's zero. Implementation is zero.
Thank you. Thank you, Jerome. Mr. Kaniga says there is zero implementation. I agree with him. Wiseman.
Yes, boss. My current boy.
Bueno, Shan. No. If it's English, come with English. Whatever it is. Chitonga. That's why in therefore I need Tonga, you know.
Alen,
and then
implement. You know, for me, I've got a problem with leading Yabalungu. If Barungu can mislead the ministers, who are we? So ine kwati nanguvenga verenge chashani ava mwene mopeji shava mu constitution vaisanga lesi vamberengere economical plan awe nyanga yoyena muli ine kwati chikwete mune cheketero. So let not all Zambian believe such kind of things, because someone who has destroyed an economic, he can't restore it. It has to be a change goalpost.
Yeah.
So
Mr. Wiseman, what Mr. Wiseman is saying is that abo nawire economy, they should not be given the responsibility to do what? To continue leading. So Wiseman is thinking of an alternative. I agree with him. Kufuna kwabako alternative kwaena mwande. Bantu tutule tekwa muri uyu musango kwatisa tukweta mano. No. Mbuya. Amutishan.
Makola uli.
Tiri Makola.
Hey, yeah, I'll cut straight to the chase, Mbuya. Thank you so much for the platform. In the first place, if we come up with a plan of recovery, we also need to look at aspects that we are not getting right. Splaging, excessive spending. We need to cut that. Service delivery. How much if we collect that money from the so-called IMF or whoever the lender is? Do we channel it to the right sources as intended objective or targets? No, we don't do it. Those are the things that I was expecting him to highlight in his report, to say we borrowed, we diverted the funds. Our targets were A, B, C, D. However, we got distracted.
Yeah.
But from this point henceforth, this is what we will implement.
Yeah.
It's not Simboya. Kaya Wandi. I don't know. But anyway, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Alen Wadia. Wadia Mulipamulabasa. Okay, Wadia is frozen. Chisumpa, Amutishan.
Hello, good evening. Fear we not Shan.
Alen Leta Nijash.
Okay, therefore plan the Palifia 7, okay, Palifia economic recovery plan. Okay, let's look at this. Let's look at this thing in this way. This PF government, they've always been saying that the economy is afloat, everything is okay. Lungu has taken over the economy, is in charge of the economy and everything. Now, what is it that they are recovering if the economy is okay, if everything is okay? What is it that they are trying to recover? Okay, let's assume the economy. Now we know that the economy is bad. It's in bad state. Let's assume that they've admitted that the economy is bad. If you listen to today's speech, there is nowhere in that speech where President Edgar Lungu mentioned the word corruption. Nowhere. You see? That simply clearly shows you that these people are not willing to deal with the root cause of the problem. The root cause is endemic corruption in government.
Yeah.
If these people don't talk about dealing with corruption left, right, and center, then we won't solve these things. Because we've seen these things, it came as SNDP. Now here, it looks like the SNDP now has changed its name to ERP, whatever.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I agree, Chisumpa. That's exactly what is happening. Machine. If you machine. And they're not sincere. That's why the people of Zambia should not even buy into this lie. Don't even buy into it. Okay? President Lungu has no will, has no capacity to help Zambia's economy recover. Zero. Amaka na mano nafipwa. Ichikankara chako batavena Zambia should remove him. Yeah. They should remove them. Now, Dudley Makeche, that's true. They have run out of ideas. IMF won't be deceived. Yeah. General, PF has said 10 years to diversify the economy, but they have completely failed. They have completely failed. Yeah, I agree. John Q-Tip, I don't know if ECO is a bad man, but he's certainly not a good president. Aye, okay. Yeah. Christabel, Lungu and this team are failures. Even a newborn baby can see. Meanwhile, Chipata Muchinji rail line is not being utilized. Chipata Muchinji is not being utilized. They want to build a new one between Petaoke and Serenje. A new rail line. They want to borrow $2 billion. Congo Latwive. It's pathetic. Bringing traditional dancers to help Edgar read the speech. Wafia. I have concluded Mwanawasa was a powerful lawyer who ruled Zambia. I think Mwanawasa, yeah. Mwanawasa and Arabi, I think they'll go down in history as one of the best economic managers. Chiluba also did his part, I think, in reorienting our economy from a parastatal model that was heavily dependent on government to a much more liberalized economy. What I see is that they were building on each other. Chiluba did his part. Mwanawasa received a lot of goodwill from the international community. They forgave our debts. Our GDP started growing. Rupia Banda also remained steady. The thing is, Rupia Banda and them, they were never interfering with the treasury, you know. They were good people. And then, of course, something changed when Edgar Lungu became president. And we are suffering for it. Yeah. At HH, stop from privatization. Never mind the fact that you're CEO of a multinational company. But level ya scope yes, yeah, it's pretty pathetic. The presidential is from oil and fertilizer contracts. They are getting commissions from oil contracts. It's pretty pathetic. Presidential Empowerment Fund. And where do you even get the audacity? Na makafie, you know? Guts. Ayakulando Kovati, you're going to have a private slush fund that you'll be donating across the country. Wekateka, that is supposed to be improving the lives of the people of Zambia. Ni wewa ala pitamo kula banya impia. Yeah, ukuwatwala nokuwatwala. Weka teka. President. Of the recovery of loan to all civil servants of 500 million, Wolfie Moevo. Recovery of loan, which loan? They will recover the loan from civil servants? Baka Rama civil servants? Elo they recover? Lusambo saying 80% population in Zambia in Lusaka. What a minister. But don't underestimate him. Don't underestimate him. Number one, Munshya, with all these nice roads, Wakateka is failing to travel by car, and you expect relief. Venda nendege. Helicopter. I was there in Zambia now. Nali mwene helicopter. Icho chirepita. Ifo tulenda panchi tulebutuka. Bena na helicopter. Chaisa chalandinga ku Zambia. Abantu basaluta abo baisa to join mu mulika ka marathon. Benda nendege. Chenda mundeke. Kanshite tumone bwino village tika on the ground. And that is a huge problem. Yeah. Anyway. I think the next topic the next topic is on rejection. How do you handle rejection? Kuli chitiro tuline chitiro ku Zambia mlando kwa tumulumendo omo ali pa ya girlfriend wa mukene okumwipa ya girlfriend ati pantu wankana wafwa. And so it's a very serious thing. Number our Lumendo should know this. I learned it very early in my life from Batata Mukalamba. Kuchabanyama. Batata Mukalamba. Na lyumwaiche, lero Batata Mukalamba. Batata Abakalamba Babatata. Na lyumfuire. In the many nuggets of wisdom. If you barandire, if you are quiet, omwana kashinga ako kana. Ninshakana. Chapwa. Kaingena kana. No, but if you watch Ngaka, omwana kashinga akana, nishakana. That's what I learned from Batata Mukalamba. I was very young. So from that time, omwana kashinga akana nishakana. No, but if you watch Hello mchao shtuari kwata. Another saying yo kwata abana kashi mafi ya mpombo. Tensele yo. Tensele. Ngamomvu ati abana kashi mafi ya mpombo. Tensele. Yomo chalo shanyomu. Nimukwe ati ngafila mafi ya mpombo yaba everywhere. Kutu wamo ne mpombo, you know. Ero twingi tumafitu wa mpombo. Twingi utunono tu around everywhere in the fields. Efi abana kashi. It means umonga ako kana walaya akasanga na kambi akafi kampombo walaya akasanga. So nomba yote kufikosha tuipaye. No, as a man, never do that. Ngakana nishakana. Just move on. Ukafuwa yeko kambi. Abana kashi maafi ya mpombo. Epela. And we can even say the reverse. Naba umebene, nabo chimo chini. Kanshi wena mayo. Teko fikosha sana atiem kwa life yapo inomlandu vanka. No. It's okay to be rejected. If you are going to kumona we are entitled to our partners or girlfriends or whatever it is, you are not entitled to anyone. Muntu ngare kufaya, nishare kufaya, ngatare kufaya, nishtare kufaya, ngako kana, nishako kana, labako, chapo. So it's very sad if you achitike kuchitambo. Kwa chitambo. If you go to waipaira pono kuipaya, why should you? So if you imo Lumendo, ngayakutira kujawa gene, omuntu wako kana, ula wako, chapwa, kafuwa yeko bambi, kainge udia na kana. Ati covenant, what covenant? Apo abantu ababa covenants bali upana if you pofira pwa. Nomba imwe pali unkobekera at you have a covenant. What covenant? What nonsense is this? There is no covenant. Covenant yako watu muntu wasumina. Ngana kana nishina kana. Labako. Move on. Oka fuwa yeko bambi. Epe. Muleti posha nperia shiria kukana. Neria shiria kwa wataba nakashi. Mafi ya mpombo. Muleti posha. Taba nakashi mafi ya mpombo. ngakana nijakana. There is nothing else you can do. Pantu kweno kuikala no muntu wako bati muntu wako bati wampatikisha efya. It's pretty pathetic. Natiyo mkwai iwe walaikala fena ine ule mpatikisha omuntu ule mpatikisha gero ukumpatikisha sana no komufwaya kawa mufwaya sumina good kawa mufwaya akana ninshapwa kenge nishinakana nangu after wamufwaya sumina wasa chinja manu at a later stage asalanda nasanga ko omuntu umbi ninshapwa kenge nishinasanga omuntu umbi iwe komwe wafyatawa thank you very much ukalipa kuti chako kalipa mumva chako kalipa webere but uyu muntu wankana why should they ero nombanga wakwatana ka low self esteem wambo kula ishova atina nkana pantu ndikepi ajo ndikepi ankana pantu ndikepi and nangu naka ankana pantu narifitisha nangu atankana pantu ndamoneka ngakakote no ngakana nishakana nishinasanga ko bambi ivyo fine nachive fevyo fine akonka nyepo na iwe just concentrate on important things and move on. So if you're about mwambi kuipaya imwe balumendo ukuipayira po omuntu, what kind of lack of self-control is that? Epo uipayira omuntu pantu wakukana in the end vimo fine imitima shimo shine imibiri shimo shine nangu wa bokos yashani ngakana kuti wamusanga na ombi uwa bokos imbi uwa kwata na bokos kuti wamusanga so iwo fya kufikosha sana ati iwo kanofya wipai nangu akakashiko kakasanga nangu akafito kakasanga nangu akatali akepi ukakasanga nangu akaseka ngafira fino ukakasanga so do not ukufipanga sana and become violent for what? In December, there is gender-based violence, 16 days of activism against gender-based violence. It starts from that. You are not entitled to anyone. Please stop it. As a man, you are not entitled to any particular woman. Mwana kashinga kusumina, nisha kusumina. Ngako kana, nisha kukana. It ends there. Na abana bandi, na likwata 2 teenagers. Efyo mbeba. Ngawafuayo mwana kasha kana, nisha kana. Elo ngawafuayo mwana kasha sumina. Elo wasako kana, nisha kukana. Elo ngawafuayo mwana kashi. Elo chaba shana ati shana mwamfuana mwalaya kumana somewhere. Elo achinjamano, nishina achinjamano, muchindike. Not ati mpaka fye. Yo, I made plans in shan. Ala, nakana, na chinjamano. Yo, ati yo mkwa ine ninja nshikabuino na bed ninji pekania. Elo wanchinji shamano. Ala, nkaingi kuti achinjamano. Muntu kairi. Na budget wapanga, na budget ya pamubiri wapanga wino ati yo. Ino yo muntu nanchita ashua with an economic recovery plan. Yeah. Ati economic recovery plan. Why pekane no go pekanya ati vindu fyala londoloka. Elo asa kana. Nisha kana. Imwe balumendo. Lyonzomulanda ati ndi mukote. Nombereke ni mieve ne mukote. Mifunde. Mifunde ko ne mukote. Nangu na uipekanya shana. Na bed wa anshika bwino. Nokusamba wasamba na perfume wa isansa bwino ati lero chala bafye bwino ngalanda ati no nishini no muchindike yo no shani kanju wala mona pantu you made me shani no nakana we ero takwa bati yo pantu achisumina pa 5 o'clock nishi pa 8 koloko nishi nasumina no pa 7:59 kuti achinja mano. Nangu yo wamona ati chapo ifintu fyachitika. Webere ifintu fyachitika pa fyachitika. Elo asala that no. Aisalako. Respect her. It's as simple as that. Inefyo nje babana bandimwe. Nshishive imwe efyo mwe babana beno. Inaba lumendo efyo mbeba. Before we even talk about that, yo mkwai ukuchita outside marriage, it's sin. Before nshida bebe efyo abana bandinebo na bebe rokwe bati kuchindika umulume umukashana. That's my starting point. Before nshida bebe ati yo mwirachita na bebe rokwe bati kuchindika omuntu ero kuno kufyalo kuno era ne fyalo fyali pusanako kuno ka nga wakumyamo fy'omuntu talefwayo omukumyemo waya mukumyamo mulando criminal case fyali pusanako ku Zambia vyako bata bati mukumyako fye here no it's criminal case. So that's why nabafundira in a very early not that you ati enzo ati nishare chitaudi omugashana shane mwana ali kwata ensambu omugashana to be anywhere level ya umwene nokuvwa level okufwana nomba iwe we mulumendo ni wewe wako ichindika this entitlement yako that we abalumendo they are entitled. You are not entitled. You are only entitled to the consent that a woman gives. That's it. Ngafichinja nishafichinja. Nanguli wamakashana amakana yema amaka yaima mweba lumendo amaka yaima nokukosa wakoza washipa nokushipa chapa nomba it's good news ero wako but it's bad news chindika iweremo tawafwe mwebo tawafwe ngani kuiso omuntu afwirira ati pantu mubiri walima ero afwa nibanga bafwa hapo kushipa fye ati bankana washipa nangwa takana ninshakana kushipa fye kumwe vyata okwena wakana okay it's fine nala mukutamba TV mu living room nala kusha kainga nishinakana not at yo mpu wamba kwa kupumaula omuntu ati pakafya suminule pumaula you are a criminal. Ati muirachita banani even ngasumina lelo kuti achinja mano mailo it's okay not even mailo kuti asumina pa 5 koloko elo pa 6 koloko achinja mano nishina achinja mano iwote kulanda ti yo mkwai because you agreed at 5 o'clock therefore if into fyala bafye bwino no nakana as achinja mano at 5.59 elo it does not end there. Nangufye you are in the process yako bat nomba pa ifintu fyonze fyala bafye bwino webereshani ero nombala ndati chapwa ninshi chapwa iwete kukonkani apo fyati yo mkwaika no fye no umuntu nala ndati chapwa mwandi ati wakosa iwe sampa chungu I can't see your age but I'm just giving you proper advice. Edson Simunyola, can you be specific of umubiri ukwim? Umubiri how specific can I be? Ukufundo mwana kufika po nimfika po. Nomba imwe mlefu andande pakoba nomba mkarandati yo munjefi pantu mwali kosapo sana mwali nkoserapo nakana lero umubiri nga waima wakosa umubiri auti lero filifye bwino ero nombo muntu wakana nishakana you shouldn't take question. Be a man of integrity. Ngaturenda integrity taturenda that integrity mukukana even and corruption turenda na integrity in that area ebwa umete kushipa fye wakosa uti kanofye no ubwa umekwebati kwena chashupa umuntu bakana and you shouldn't even take it personal at nishu you akanina nakana fye she does not need a reason kwenda vyata kwena ine nakana nishakana chapwa nangu achimushitira ma drinks ya musango shana teturanda ati yo mkwai pandu na chikushitire fi nomba kanji mvuire no nakana bushe kushitisha atule shitisha ngolefo kushita kabiye kushite kula Addis Ababa ni kwa Addis Ababa kulia na kwe Masdale eko shite abakushitisha benge epo bali nomba na ulia wile nangu wa mushita ero nomba za akana ati chapwa nishi akana iyote tawaka fwe bega kubepa tukafu Kajoba, I have a question, sir. What question do you have? Atukumupatikisha kaidi na aliyama imane, it is corruption. No, it's not corruption. It's not corruption. Nakana. Ngati akana nisha akana. Muleke. We have 3 minutes because this one is going to be 1.5 hours. Nishnakana. Muleke. Ngolefu ati akupere mpia. Kulanda fia tawa kanji mpere mpia chapwa. Nombate kulanda ati yom kwa ipaka fie. No, tawa akafue. You see, these are the mindsets that we need to change around ututuma behavior to amsango. No kulo wakuchalo utu wa mfobu inoshani. Umuntu mpatikishe fie. Imagine. Imaba lumendo. Umuntu mpatikishe fie. Ninji. Kuti chabashani. Umuntu mpatikishe fie. No. If fwaya kafyako bade nishali willing ale fwaya umwine afwaya ale kufwaya, not you ule mpatikishafi. Nish, what kind of life is that? Atukushita ku demonstrate ngolevo kushita kashitefi. Tulo dealing with other things. Not to kweva tukula pangasa ne fyongo abantu. Gender-based violence. No. Ati mpaka fie finch. Na ngwaireta fyo muine munganda yove. Tegulanda tiyo mgwai pantu waireta fie. Aji save mkuku monako. Tairete rea nomba wipaye. No. No. Ati yo mgwai pantu alisa isa munganda. Nomba nga isa munganda nishi, it means achita consent. No. Ebu afia. Because imo mwana kwana kalimonga isa munganda niji fiance, it's done. It's not. Ala. Sinye kansa mukese muku tuwala utubale. Nkese kutuwalirai chanda katema. Iwe chanda katema. Ngolefo kutuwala utubale. Okay. Nomba chanda katema. Nango watuwala utubale tuwa msango shani. Iwe te kuisa chita insista tiyo pali kamvena. Tapali kamvena. Nkobekera te chupo iyo. Chakuba tuwa ya ipaira po muntu. Ati pantu wankana wafua. Kui? Coach here requested for sugar from the waiter. Man, why have you? Imagine. Waiter isa mkuku chita save. Ero wason tapaka teati yom kwa sugar ndefu ya niidi hapa. It's very bad manners. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah, Kajoba Shadri, and he inspires these DAO people. Which DAO people? So I don't tolerate nonsense. Upcut mulimwana wavene. Upcut. Sometimes uwamba tabwima wino vula senda mano yonse. When you realize nishi vyonse na fichitika. Imwe basi mnyola leke nifyo. Awe takwa befyo fyo kwa ati yom kwa ipanto wamba bwai manishi amano yonse ya kuisa awe. If we are to teach this upcoming generation, tuvuletu wafunda wino, not tukulapanga the same mistakes of the old generations awe. Nangu bwai mashani. Amuntu ngakana nishakana. Kuima pofie, tapali wala afua, tawafue. Ata mano yonse ya kui? No mkwai. Tatulifina maiyo. I blocked this Canisius guy. I don't know him. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Canisius, what are you talking about? Abantu tabare kufuaya ati nkuchite block. So nara kuchita block. Bueno. Fesi mbone vyo lela ndapo. So Edson, no. Takuli ati yomgwai. No. You realize, right? You realize that what you've said is very dangerous, isn't it? No. Takulia tiyo mgwaisha le tontonka nyabwino pantu na le tontonka nisha kumutwe upsene konoyu. No, nangu chaba shani chashupa shani BP nangu BP yako ira shani. No. Kushipa ebwa ume kushipa. Wevere BP yako ira. Nomba nangu BP ikwere shani. Apa pena nabakana. Nomba ngabakana naraisha okupara naraisha nokupapa. Nomba ngabakana nishibakana chapwa. Katambi wrestling. Yeah. Ati bwana covenant limbibali lya sample after okuirisha omubiri ero akane awe abali lya sample. What kind of thing is that? Takwabe efyo na imwe. Even if you're saying that bali lya sample, so what? It really doesn't matter. That's not the basis upon which you demand ukobati uyumuntu should be with you. No. All these things that is spiritual. Ichupo is not spiritual. Ain. Ichupo is not spiritual. Tukalanda kolimbi. If you go that Ichupo is spiritual, it's not biblical. The Bible yalanda yo. Ichupo is not spiritual. Na it's not spiritual. It's physical. So no me go that but covenant covenant. Covenant ya fyupo irapo. Apo fyupo naba na mwali fiala filapo. What of relationship at your mkoi because of the covenant? What covenant? Thank you. God bless you and God bless our country.